Hey guys, Troy in my living room. I guess normally we're in the shop, but just sitting here, want to show you a couple things that we found today. We had some stuff going on this morning, but there was a church, little sort of miniature indoor fundraising sale. And we were driving by and thought, you know what, let's stop. It was a little bit late in the day, but I don't know if it works for you in your area, but in our area, I've found some pretty good stuff at church sales. So thought might as well stop, see what we find. And you know what? We found a couple of, a couple of sure things I know and a couple of things that, they might be good. So wanted to run over those, and we'll do a little impromptu thrift haul for you. So the first thing, believe it or not, crayons. These are vintage crayons. You can see on the top there, they were 25 cents. I don't know how long it's been since crayons were 25 cents, but it's probably been a while. These Binney and Smith from New York, they're actually made in the USA, so that tends to tell you, sadly, that it's vintage. Open them up, and these things, these are brand new. They've never been used. So I looked them up, and you know what? They're not bad. They sell here and there for, maybe 10 bucks. So not bad at all. I'll tell you at the end what we ended up paying for this stuff, but getting a couple of smalls out of it is going to be a good deal because we didn't hardly pay anything. And the next thing that we found, Little People. This actually a Little People police motorcycle. Little People stuff sells, guys. The older stuff sells better. But even the newer stuff, I believe this is from 2009, and it actually makes noise, which helps. So a little policeman will sit on top of there, and you push him down, and it does the different noises. So there you go. This sells. It has a pretty good sales history for right about 10 bucks plus shipping. So again, not bad. Not a huge money maker, but not bad. We did get a couple of people with it. One of them is from 1998. These aren't ones that are particularly desirable, but we've got a newer, he's a policeman, crossing guard, something. And then we got this guy. He is older. He's from 98. And it's funny, you look him up and the listings say policeman, crossing guard, bus driver. Nobody really knows what some of these guys are, or you can use them for whatever you want, but I don't know if you can see on there the date on the bottom, but I'm gonna lot those two guys together. We just threw it in with the rest of this stuff. We'll put them together and try to get $9.99 or something out of them. Free shipping, so we'll make a couple bucks. So keep an eye out for Little People. Okay, a couple things left, and one of them is this guy. I've got to measure him. I've got to see how big he is, but he's a couple feet at least. He's clearly a vintage piece. He's hand crocheted. His head is a little floppy, so he's clearly meant to sit in a corner, and you kind of push his head down. I think what happened is they made these in two pieces when they made it, and then stitched them together, or crocheted him together. But if he sits like that, he's just fine. And I really don't know. I've got to look up gigantic crocheted teddy bears and see what they're worth. But I just kind of saw him and thought, you know what? Somebody might like to set that in their corner. I mean, it just feels like something somebody would like. So pick this guy up and we'll see. I don't know, 20 bucks maybe? Plus shipping? We'll see. But yeah, otherwise Teddy's going to hang out with me for a while. And the last thing is the best thing. This is going to make a pretty good amount of money. This is, I was very excited when I found this. This is a Simba Plush, Simba from the Lion King. Now I have a Simba Plush already up in the store. It's a new one, relatively new. He's big, he kind of stands up on his own. This one, if you look him up, it's floppy. Okay, that's what they call him because he just kind of lays down. That's all he was made to do. They call this one floppy. So when you look up comps, look that up. This you can see has, well, you can see in a second here. This has the Lion King tag on it. It's authentic. And then you can look on here, and I don't know if you can tell. We'll see. I don't know if this is going to work. Maybe. I don't know. But I promise, it says Mattel 1993. So this is first wave Simba, and there were several of them. They have different versions of them. Different versions sell for different amounts of money. But this little guy, he's like a 12-inch plush, sells pretty routinely for anywhere between about $35 and $45, $50, and a lot of times plus shipping. So this little guy is a fantastic pickup. I've been on the lookout for him. I found some Simbas, but I found newer ones. This one finally, one from 1993, so I was very excited when we found this guy. I knew this was a win, and that's why I knew we could pick up a couple other things that might sit around for a while or might not go at all, like gigantic Teddy over there. So Simba is probably going to sell for about 40 bucks. So now his hair, not great, right? He at some point got a little bit of a haircut, because this used to be kind of long, spindly. It would stick out in every direction. So he got a little bit of a haircut at some point. That's going to hurt the value a little bit, but we should have done a before shot, because his hair was a matted mess. It was all just clumped down from use, and he's, you know, very, very old. He's from 1993. But here's a tip for you. Grab some of this stuff. This is some Pure Clean Detangler. Okay, pulled this out of my daughter's bathroom. She showed me how to use it. I'd never done this before. You get the hair wet, you spray this on, you brush it through, and your hair's detangled, right? Air dry. It works on 14-year-olds' heads. It also works on very old Plush's head. So that got detangled, and I also ended up using it on his tail. You can really see there how well that worked. You just get it damp, you spray a little bit on there, and run a comb through it. And now he's not a matted mess anymore, and he's sellable. So keep an eye out for 1993 Simba, guys. 45 bucks, probably 40, 45 bucks on this guy. Not bad for a plush. Oh, what did we spend? That's another great thing about church sales, is the prices typically are very, very low. I showed her the box and said, "What do you think?" And she said, "I don't know, $2." Everything that wasn't marked, they said, was 25 cents. And we got nothing that we got was marked. Oh, I'm going to have to put one more thing on here. I think I actually left it in the car, and the car is not here. But so you don't get to see that. Sorry. We got also tacked on top of this a vintage Washington Redskins stadium chair, one of the ones that folds out. It's got the cushion on the bottom and the seat back on the back. It's got the seat is the colors, the white and red, and then the back has the logo on the back of it. I don't know. There's not one like it on eBay right now, at least on a quick comp search, but I'm thinking, again, maybe 20, 25 bucks on that. It's actually not super heavy. We could probably ship that out pretty cheaply, priority. So I think we can get 20 or 25 bucks out of that. I've got to clean it up, but yeah, almost forgot about that because I didn't have it in here. So tack on the Washington Redskins stadium chair, probably from the 80s, if I had to guess. But yeah, had all that stuff. So what do you think? She said $2. I said, even with this, and I held up the stadium chair, and she says, okay, $3? Keep twisting my arm. So we paid $3 for all of it. I had no problem with that. A lot of slow movers, but Simba is going to sell well, and then the rest of the stuff can just sit there, and I'm happy to wait for it. So that was our Saturday thrift haul. What did you guys find? Let me know down there. We get some comments, not a lot. I'd love to get more. We're learning as we do this. So yeah, let me know what you found. Let me know what you think of what we found. And we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.